Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Green Dude's top thing is about to get knocked over. Yo, Green Dude, something bad in your bottom.
That's just how.
Hey, someone check Roche. Maybe they're doing Roche. Wait, Dyer did Roche.
Ending.
Precious bounty. Come, come.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Killing spree.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
Merci beaucoup.
Bad Dude's top tower gonna fall over soon. Dyer's top tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified. Yo, Green Dude, something bad in your bottom. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Fiddlesticks. What?
No, it's just not fair. Fear not, Magnus. I'll make sure no one finds your home.
Yo, Green Dude, something bad is happening in your bottom.
We're a hell of a team, Jax, aren't we?
Haste.
Navi ended up losing that game, so maybe they've got a backup plan here for Navi that they want to go back to those old guns for the first
Alright, the Wyverns for themselves. Also, a big part of M19's success last game. Doom also, quite a few crucial spells usages here and there.
Yeah. I think
not just with the Doom, but also with the Shockwave that he stole and held onto for quite a while.
Yeah, that like 8-minute first blood with the Hadouken.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think I underestimated how valuable the
seconds
Wyvern was
remaining.
versus a Lifestealer draft. Like, Navi picked the Lifestealer like 4 picks after the Wyvern had been picked up. And the Wyvern just like, Lifestealer went on someone. Oh, Cold Embrace. Good luck, Lifestealer, right? Like,
Dire
maybe
team
if
pick.
you went like a Maelstrom build, you could deal damage through
Green
it, but
team's banning someone now.
Doesn't matter. The heal at this point was strong enough that even if it didn't end up helping that guy survive in the end, it did a couple of times. It didn't some others. It always bought more time. That is a big luxury for M19 in the team fights, because every single second that you have is another like
5
God knows how much
seconds
damage
remaining.
from Pikachu, right?
yeah.
And another opportunity to just get off the right Doom and the Hex and whatnot. What all of the other stuff that they ended up having to throw out.
This is good to see Navi go back to the Enchantress. I believe they'll ban out Chen
Bad dude's
this
banning
phase so
someone
that
now.
they can't have the
Radiant
creep wars
team
occurring,
banned.
but we'll see. M19 isn't super common to run the Chen in addition to Doom. I don't think they like the Doom in the offlane position.
Yep.
They prefer to run it in that 4 role, so Navi may actually have other options in terms of
Dire
how they
team
want to
banned.
spend this ban.
Oh, even then, like, I wonder if this is not going to be an offlane Enchantress instead, just because we're running in with creeps.
Radiant team
That
pick.
is also Devour to also think about. You mentioned it as a bit of the counter to the Beastmaster in that sense. To even if you get a subpar creep, if you have to eat that up and like maybe lose your damage aura or something,
Yeah.
just not having that utility on the other team might be worth it sometimes. And the Enchantress is kind of a similar story. It is
I'm
a
up-
long cooldown level 1 though, so
Yeah.
might
5
not
seconds
make that much
remaining.
of a difference.
I'm of the opinion that if you're Doom and your Devour's off cooldown, you need to eat. Like, and like even if it's a suboptimal creep, like the gold efficiency for just
Dire
using
team
that Devour and the experience efficiency that you will later be able to reduce that Devour cooldown is so worth it. Just ferry yourself out a few extra clarity so you can cast Doom, or not Doom, Devour a few more times. You're good. M19, they really, I think they recognize that they need to have a consistent and
5 seconds remaining.
way of pushing, and also pushing out lanes. And they lacked those 2 components with their first 2 pick. Doom, not the best for pushing out lanes, nor sieging high ground. Silencer, Arcane Curse is okay, but the damage is pretty
Radiant
lackluster.
team
But
pick.
Pugna is good for both pushing out lanes and hitting those towers.
But I really like this next assassin pick now.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, I was doing quite well with that last game, just getting some intel, and it's also a really good game for it already, just because you have 2 int heroes that are very susceptible to the mana burn, in particular, Silencer and the Pugna. And with that, I
5
wouldn't be too surprised to see
remaining.
M19 shift Silencer in a support position if they even considered running that as core, because I don't know if you want to run someone that's vulnerable in a farming farming priority role.
Mm-hmm. I think M19 needs stuns.
Yeah,
They have Infernal Blade and a few slows, but
they did the stuns last game. Come on, stuns are overrated. Kappa.
They had Infernal Blade, that 0.6 second stun.
Yeah.
Can't overlook that. And then whatever Doom's creep was with the Centaur, he could also stun there.
Yep. But yeah,
Let me go back. I'm gonna double check that they had no other stuns.
The Wyvern.
Yeah, the ulti.
Yeah.
I guess Wyvern can stun his teammates as well. Brewmaster ultimates as well.
Yeah. They're still
Dire
looking
team
for their offlaner, I guess. Well, yeah, that is the same thing, probably gonna be taking up that role, so that's your Burrow Strike.
You want magic damage first, the Enchantress, and
That's true.
having invisibility to also kind of dodge those impetus strikes is really important. Where do you go from here as Navi? He knows a Pugna. Likely
5
Pugna
seconds
mid.
remaining.
Could go the Qual did win last game, so they could take the Qual for themselves. Still leaves things kind of flexible. They don't have amazing lockdown, but it's okay.
Radiant team banned.
Oh, you're playing into Silencer and the Doom though, so it's always a bit tricky.
Yeah.
And the Viper, I like that much more. Because, again, it's actually pretty good against the Silencer because you can't really use Arcane Curse to harass you without taking corrosive skin damage all the time. It's generally a lot more tanky against what M19 has right now.
5 seconds remaining.
What Navi really lacked at this point.
Yeah. I feel like it's a little bit, like, it's not the best matchup for Pugna, but it's okay. Like, Pugna can decrep you and you're just like, oh,
yeah.
What do I do? But with the spell Lifesteal as well on Viper, if you just cast your ultimate on the Pugna and he decreps you, you're getting something back from that in addition to what you're getting back from the, what is it? Like, corrosive skin or whatever, his passive?
Yep.
I
think Pugna, despite that extra magic resist,
Radiant team
eventually Pugna might still be
Anti-mage.
Nuke you down, whittle away at you.
Oh god.
Anti-mage though, that's a bit of a different story.
This hero got a lot of nerfs, but they really don't impact the way the hero is played, in my opinion. Like, Anti-Mage has been so locked in this, like, Battle Fury Mantis style. I feel like the hero's been, like, almost, like,
5
perfected
seconds remaining.
in that you can't touch the hero, Ice Frog. It's like, there's nothing you can do to change how people will play Anti-Mage.
Well, there's been a while where people went for this kind of Vanguard monster build, tried that out for a while, but I don't believe it's that strong, even with the changes now. But that's a bit of an interesting one. The Luna, M19, going back for that. So it's, I want to say it's one of their pocket picks. I remember, like, back a couple of months ago when I casted them, they got that hero a couple of times. Might just be my imagination playing tricks on me, though.
I'm a big Luna fan. The hero is particularly strong in lane, just because she lacks a lot of HP and has issues, but with Pugna on your team to give you additional mana, or not mana, but HP, then you're actually able to kind of go toe-to-toe with a lot of these heroes, and it's also strong versus the Enchantress, because you can just beam her down
5 seconds
in
remaining.
the lane, and Enchantress is like, oh, well, this is great. They'll swap. Yeah. Alright. Predictions here. I think the Luna will be strong enough to push, but I'm just not sure if they can keep their waves alive. There's a Wyvern, and like knowing their Enchantress play on general, they'll just be able to cut the waves, so we'll see how it goes.
Alright, game number 3 in case you're just tuning in. Scoreline is 1-1. The winner of this game will move on in the MDL CIS qualifiers. The loser will drop out. It's as simple as that. And drag and drop joined by Mr. V. Not we. That's something different entirely.
Don't want to talk about Nintendo, man. They'll claim everything for copyright. Try to post it on YouTube. Nope, claimed. Twitch claimed.
Well, it's gonna be going up on the BTS channel, so I couldn't care less, honestly. Kappa.
Oh god. Alright.
M19 with the smoke up here, just securing the bottom lane. Could run into a few heroes here. The high ground, the the slowdown from the early point up to grab a fly. And that should be enough, even with the flyby. Oh, maybe not. This goes over the tree, and that's enough damage of control after that.
Just enough time
That's
to make
weird.
a
Luna skilled Lucent Beam, but didn't cast it.
Yeah, that's odd.
It's like not the skill you want to have, especially if you're looking to last hit versus an Enchantress.
Yeah. I did go for the Wraith Band straight off the bat, so it's doable. But yeah, because the changes, as you said, was that 20 more damage? Give or take.
For level 1.
General's gonna get, yeah. with the items they have right now. Seattle is actually taking a bit of damage here, being chased away from that ring. So just
Into the Valley of Death rode the 5 idiots.
Yeah, I think Enchantress has... it's like 7 more damage, and then now she's got 2 Fairy Fires as well, adding to that. And they anticipate the lane swap, so good job by them to put Enchantress versus Luna.
So they're just walking down on bottom instead of TPing, so Blazzy is gonna get a free creeper if he has to up this level 2. This is gonna be ideal, so you can either play with Cosmic Finale or have the security from Sandstorm, but oh, never mind. I'm just gonna make that swap again immediately.
Musical lanes. And anti-mage...
In general, he TP'd up top, didn't he? So he can immediately match.
But he can just go to the jungle. Oh no, he is untouchable level 1.
Yeah, that's laning Enchantress.
Yeah, I just thought he may have thought that he's going to like just hold off on the skill point with that engagement, but we'll see. Top lane.
Quite a bit of damage here, Snako. It's Arctic Burn is very strong. Puts him down at like half and puts 2/3 of the health. But it's a very long cooldown, so now Sanking also has the threat of the burst, right? Muriel with the Blaze and Wisdom. Oh, it's in trouble. Oh, does have some help from Yum with the troll creep. Done that a little bit potentially with a poison attack. If that wasn't a 6-second cooldown, then Pikachu dies there. Yeah, stands his able to walk his way back home. Yum actually leaving that lane. Equilibrium is kind of a bad position for him to feel comfortable soaking experience.
This Enchantress.
Overall though, I mean, despite this middle lane, I want to say that M19 got the better end of these musical lanes for the time being.
Yeah, for now it seems to be fairly well established that Luna is out CSing EAM, but only like 2 CS. At this point, it doesn't make the biggest difference as we have another Arctic Burn. Maybe another 1 attack.
Kind of struggling a little bit. He did go for the cost finale, so kind of dodged that out whatsoever. No detection on Sneko, so maybe if he wants to, he could just stand in the middle with the Sandstorm if he had it. And he has it now, so. Yeah, he's exactly that. So.
Yeah. I feel like they should play like San, like the...
Do-do-do?
Yeah.
There was a mod that did that once, but Valve changed things a while back, so that's impossible.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
We'd all enjoy it for like 20 minutes and then we'd be like, stop, please, no more.
Speak for yourself, dude. I can never get enough of Sandstorm.
Alright.
I'll just put that on loop in Winamp or something. Blizzy does it.
Alright, they got the Enchantress here. Might be first blood.
Oh, that is.
First blood.
+2.
Last words.
Well, for Luna as well, so 2 points on the Luther Beam, extra damage from Luna Blessing in. Even though you have the Untouchables on level 1, so you can still get a decent number of right clicks off.
Yeah. That 1 value point is really strong, but it's really not until you get to at least level like 2 at this stage of the game that the heroes really have that big effect. Because Luna's like a fast enough hero that she can keep up to like attack and then run up and attack again. But like if you have that added 30 attack speed slow from the second point, then she really struggles. TS, who used TeamSpeak these days?
I know, right? TeamSpeak in 2017. It's almost 2018 even. We're in November already. Holy hell! But
oh god,
use Discord, guys. It's a superior voice chat utility. But yeah, ready to go again. Fortunately, not the longest duration. Yeah, M19. Let's try and secure these extra bounty runes. Generally, deflecting away. We'll get it.
Come get healed.
I'll take your tribute.
We'll get the bounty rune TPing out. They don't want to take that trade here with General throwing out these heals.
and invis road.
Invisibility.
Also walking in towards that other bounty rune. General, he's fast on his feet. He needs to do some body
The body
blocks.
blocks?
And he gets it. All right. Uriel. winning the rune battles. Pikachu, he's still struggling mid though. Roger's spending a lot of time camping this. And that on top of Viper being so obnoxious still. Partner's not having a fun time here.
They are doing a little bit of a
he might
loop
die
here.
here. But Hume's coming through. All good. What is it, Roger? What is he scared out there? Actually doing a bit of damage here, slowed down as well from the... Just not all that strong. And now Roger, well, with the wraparound from Uriel, gets a double stun off. Might actually be safe his life. Kind of fast. Let's get the heals as a clap. Uriel TPing out. Have that TP sort of available right now, so it's just figuring faith. Making sure that drags the one behind him, maybe gets a creep now even. But they're sleeping, they don't aggro unless you right click them.
Yeah, maybe you'll
thanks, Ice Rock.
Scorched Earth lid open, but the creeps are like, nah, nothing. Do you hear anything? No, I'm just streaming. Enchantress. Good for us from the Lucid Beam, but
Nick's gonna be careful, Roger, and make that wraparound. We did not see it until just now, so Nick has to try and dodge the stun. Roger holding on to it for long enough. A couple of Raikous coming through. Can maybe juke and jive inside the trees, and he is doing that. Cutting up north, so buying more time, trying to go for the TP out, but stun not available. So that'll be enough. We've taken over the lane for a little bit, but he's taking a lot of damage himself.
Regeneration!
Oh, sure, will help repair, but it's on level 1.
yeah, that Scorched Earth is kind of underwhelming. Level 1. You really want to get up there. Roger in a little bit of trouble here. Good dodge. Jukes and jives, and the impale doesn't land.
I've seen so much trades, but it's still only 1-for-1 in terms of kills. It's kind of crazy. Meanwhile, top lane, what's happening here? I mean, Crystallize is still keeping up with the CS. Roger not showing his face up top, he's the only one that can kind of stun Sanking around and make him look a bit worried. So instead, you just using Sandstorms, gets the S. Not bottom, the fight continues. This time, General, heal is expired, but not for Snake-On. Not for Golden Brace.
There is the Eclipse up, but you don't want to do it in a creep wave, so.
It's kind of a waste at this point.
Oh, come on. Don't worry about top. Nothing's going to happen there.
Mad dudes, middle tower, everyone, go now!
There's a bit of issues here with the even just the 1 point up
Bottom lane.
Finale, but bottom lane there to see Eclipse, though will secure the kill. General, go for a trade here. Mango? Nix is going for the trade. He does a little bit of damage in return, but
General's got
team dealing with the Winter Wyvern at the same time. So 2-for-1 trade. They're still trying to run down. He does have to heal off cooldown again. About the blast. Pikachu, not enough damage here. Just not enough. So General gets himself one of the mud golems, but the second blast will be enough.
He just wanted to enchant it so he could do something while he's dead for the next 10 seconds. He's like, oh, I'm dead. At least give me a mud golem to control.
Alright, so finally some kills happen. Quite a few actually down in bottom lane. 4 and 2. Not busy up top.
He's mine.
Crystallize clicks
secure
faster.
the bounty rune. Yeah.
He doesn't have any mana.
Cross for a second.
It's not a... It's only 0.6 multiplier, so Sand King, let's say he's got 400 mana points. 0.6 will be around 240 damage.
Yeah.
Times by the reduction, which is 7.
A strong sentiment is, I will say one thing. Mana Boyd level 1 is utter garbage.
Yeah.
Worst spell in the game, hands down.
I agree.
Okay, bottom lane. A bit of a toughie again, Navi. Diving deep here, and they're actually in trouble. Muriel, Nyx actually duking jiving. Does get stunned up, but Roger, I don't think he has the right damage to make that work. The Burrow Strike coming through is Blizzy. Makes a wraparound play. Not quite enough damage here for General. Did he get right click off? No, not really. Didn't go for it. Well, it's still only level 1 untouchable. That might have been enough to slow him down and set up for Nyx to come in for another Lucent Beam, but alas. General making his way out, can just wait for the heals to come back off cooldown. It's only the 1 kill, but any kill with a Silence involved in is +2 intelligence to this point. Muro already at +6. Decent here for support silencer.
It's okay. I think they're a little bit
is about to
like
get
not
knocked
focusing
over.
on the aim enough. Like Sand King wasn't really attempting to interrupt his CS. He's got 60 CS and 30 last hits at like 9:30, 10 minutes. This is really good farm for the Anti-Mage. He should have his battle very
technically, his CS is lasted pretty nice. Yeah, it's like 5 CS.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
100 CS by 10 minutes. That's what I said, right?
Yeah. But actually, right? Pikachu peeping out.
Dying out, actually. And now he has to do the walk of shame back.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna ping him the entire time.
That's the one thing that we have to be talking about. There's constant action, not the long lane, not the burst strike, and the look wide and Blizzy. Sticking around here for a little bit longer. Roger deciding here when he wants to throw his stun snake. Actually, nuke down to the low ground, gets himself a small general, but the nuke's still enough. Another +2 here for the silencer. The eclipse being used here, but doesn't have the vision on general. Only gets the one extra beam off. The heal's coming through as well, but at least gets the extra kill from Uriel. Double from the silencer. Nyx is actually in a little trouble here with the impetus damage. He will fall to this. General, then one last right click. No impetus, no mana for it, but
Structures are
runs
fortified.
down low enough before that to get the kill regardless. Now, Snake coming in has TP out himself. So, where does it actually leave us here?
I think whenever Luna dies and Anti-Mage is free farming, it's a loss for M19. The Crystallize is just like, oh, you guys killed Luna. Good job, team. I'm hitting creeps. More creeps have been hit. They're dying.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
Luna's
that, also the Viper, who is won middle lane quite dramatically actually. Dendy is sitting at 5k gold himself, almost at the Anti-Mage's farm. Compare that to the Pugna. You have to look at him at the middle of the field here. 3k on him.
Yep.
So, what is M19's game plan going forward? They have to kind of try and leverage the Pugna's Nether Blast to get that powers, right?
Yeah, they have to, as you said, push down towers to get some type of like semblance of gold to return to add threat, and they need to connect on Luna's ultimate. Sand King needs to probably get a Blink Dagger as well. He was in the off lane position, but he's not really that close, so that's kind of like a far ways off, so how they actually translate that is going to be really good.
Nyx running into Dendy here, who's doing a ridiculous amount of damage. General also in the general vicinity. Nyx still alive. General trying to get closer with extra last at Dendy. It's going to be his instead. We'll pick out the poison. That's too bad.
Crystallize Doom.
Global silence down bottom. Yeah, that as well as the Doom committed to make
Good
sure
dude,
that
bottom
it's not
just
out.
Deny.
Gonna be a good
Deny.
kill. Oh, he tried. We could get it. I believe that was another +2 intelligence as well. So Silencer can be that fallback. That extra bit of damage eventually, but M19 need to get to the point despite that kill on Anti-Mage.
He's in trouble though.
Very quick.
My place.
By in trouble.
Gonna end the killing
dead.
spree.
Yeah.
It's the worst trouble.
Silencer has been silenced by a bug and a deer.
Yeah.
Maybe a fawn? A doe? A doe.
Oh, for a second I was gonna. I thought it would say, "Oh yeah, the game bugged out," and he died. You know that bug in the game where you can't do anything at all
Yeah.
for whatever seconds?
Yeah,
And respawn back to base?
it's not actually a bug. It's you uninstalling and getting your life back, but... Alright, Nyx. He's got 2 points up in the glaze. I used to build, or skill Luna like this, where you'd go 2 points into the aura, the Lunar Blessing, before going back for the Moonglaves to help secure CS. But I really think that getting that extra point in Moonglaves over the Lunar Blessing helps, because the difference between level 3 and level 4 Moonglaves
I thought they're gonna go Muriel. Will be right clicked away. Crystal is also part of it here. The stun was focused on Pikachu. That's because the Grapify, Nether Blast, actually forcing Crystallize back for the time being. But M19 still losing a few other heroes elsewhere. Pikachu still alive, though. Nyx still has the Eclipse to work with. Didn't want to throw it out on the 5 characters. Second cooldown, but blast nothing down. The one Eclipse focus there on the Enchanters. I'll make a trade out of it, but General, he did secure the double kill. That last right click onto Pugna. No the crap 5 at that point.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Tis mine.
Poor
Alright. Top thing
Poor
is about to
Pugna.
get knocked
Just
over.
like, what are you gonna do? You have to lane versus Viper, and like you have a Nyx just sitting on your butt, mana burning you all game.
Everyone, go now!
Poor guy. That
Yeah,
being
back to Luna. He's,
back-
yeah. Hopefully extra points to Luna, blessing, but the fight up top this time. There you go. Gets the ultimate off, and
+2.
he's fighting. Doesn't like the counter kill, it's ending. Also an ultimate of his own, but now gets the crab fight slowed down. Doom, thinking about the Doom, but in general also appearing there having the field available. That was never really going to work out instead. We get back to base. Pikachu also on the run, then slowed down by Muriel. One
Dire's
impetus, two
middle
impetus.
tower is under attack.
Two impeti, is that the plural? I don't know.
Impetuses.
Impetuses? Impetu? Language is hard, guys. Pikachu almost gets a kill actually with Life Drain, but doesn't quite have the range despite the defense.
But Blissey might be able to catch the Enchantress here. Oh, good. Good sandstorm.
First try to get out. Should be fine. Never mind, Roger. I didn't see him wrapping around. It's an easy kill with Russia's team is so scrappy this game. Going back into 4, also not sure if that's the best idea.
He was thinking about the Doom,
Doom.
he's like, oh, that's not going to do anything.
Yeah, a lot of things are happening in this game that I can't really explain.
They're just running at each other because they both feel that they need to take the map control from both sides. Navi needs to take the map control so Luna doesn't farm, and M19 needs to take it so Anti-Mage doesn't farm. As we have a fight rune.
Going out of everything here, Gold Silence as well, Blade Mail. All this Corrosive's getting maxed out. Didn't actually take a lot of damage from his Life Drain. Blade Mail made sure the Pikachu actually, it's not even full health. Roger, waiting for someone to get out of vision range to snipe up. Right now, here. Oh, this Spike Carapace on another blast.
Radiant structures are
Again,
fortified.
Roger with the plays. That's maxed out too, even before the Impale or the Mana Burn.
Yep. That 2.4 second stun
Radiant's middle
duration
tower is
is
under attack.
quite annoying to deal with.
Yes, good. Middle tower got owned. What you gonna do? Get mad or get even?
Lose
Even
tower
the-
too. This ancient sack has also been scattered out. Can Navi take that at this point? They do have the Battlefield and Anti-Mage.
Yeah, and with the Nether Toxin, I think they can do it. Doom's on the Anti-Mage as you speak right now. Doom running him down, but these two can jab it through the trees. Cuts up. Doom, he's gonna run away. Anti-Mage, he wants revenge. Doom me, I'm coming back for you. Come here, bitch.
It's not nearly as hype as you made it out to be. Come on, dude. It was just Doom without any sort of follow-up. And now, yeah, well, Navi is trying to work away at this. Anti-Mage, to cleave it down, they have to take it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You were actually helping out a little bit with the last thing first. Was he on the side? Oh, that's not the epicenter. I don't think this is good.
Dire's top
Black Spike at the worst possible moments here, but M19 trying to get the hell out there. Oh, sniper on the silencer. They also bring down another crystallized with a few right clicks. Now they can secure the game back.
Crystallize is happy about this. He's like, oh, you guys stacked for me. Thank you so much. That's my meta style.
Why, thank you.
This is the point where Anti-Mage starts to show up and say, hey, yeah, I'm also in the game, by the way.
Upon a loyal warrior.
Exactly. Nyx on this Luna. Kind of feeling pressure to go BKB. Not exactly the item you want to go early on. You usually want to get that Manta style up so you can deal that damage, get more claves bouncing, but you just have to have the magic immunity here.
Yep.
Oh, middle lane,
Pikachu
Pikachu.
with silence Pikachu. No trouble here, does get the crop fire off with a covering fire, but that's a global silence down.
Dragon's top is all
This is never
nasty
the way
and
that you
broken.
want to use it. You want to nick
Nyx.
the top, but they can make it. And I'm not sure about this Eclipse. That's using the defense for me now as well. It would have lost the mana anyway. Looks like it's enough for if Crystallized
Good
Boss
stun.
comes in. There's no Doom available though. And Crystallized still gets that mana void off. At this point, it's level 2, it's workable. Gets himself that extra kill, healed up by some Neko, extra mana, so you can even continue farming here. No pressure potential whatsoever from M19. With that Luna down the drain.
Alright, I'll do the math here. 95, 91, had 18 remaining.
In your bottom.
We're looking at 7 times 8.5.
Are you doing the mana void calculator? Okay. Well, I'm looking down at the bottom lane. Some of the objectives, only one played by M19. Throughout this entire series, Navi have been on the money with bats. Even game number 2 for the longest time. They've been skipping 3 bases and getting towers. Objective-based gaming is
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Well,
I think
perhaps next on the list.
General seems to be working towards that Hurricane Pike. Dendi, in the meantime, it's a casual Hooded Defiance is doing a lot of work. It mitigates a lot of that damage coming out from the Pugna. As we have Rogers going down to Lizzie. Hit the top lane with Silencer helping out. +2, +2.
That's the one sleeper agent here. It's his level 15 or get the +4 instead.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
But I'm not sure if they even get to the point because Navi still have a super farm lane mage. He's 6k ahead of the Luna. 4k ahead of his own Viper even, who's sitting at 10k. He's not something deep on either. After Hurricane Pike completed. Plus that's that hood, the blade mail, he's killable at this point, isn't he?
Trying to find this Viper attack that's going to land. I think it hit the Doom. It was like firing across all the way.
Yeah. Shouldn't be pinging that because it's all shows to the other broadcasting slots, by the way.
Okay.
Not the good tone.
Clearly they need to know. We need a word there.
Roger. Seeing what's happening here on the side of M19, so... Space Phantom to do whatever he wants. Fight might be doing general, walking in with real big cap. The epicenter of the fight doesn't down, doesn't even do anything. He's out of range with Nix. Gets the Eclipse. Heals the Snake-O is enough though. With that as well as last tick place. Bring down Nix, the Doom coming through, finally take out the knife, but it gets denied. They don't even get that satisfaction. Now break on Doom, trying to keep you out. With the disarmament, then you cannot actually do the extra damage, so... They get that at least, but at what cost? Now they still have 2 very strong heroes bound down 2 different lanes. Chris Lights on bottom, Dendi and mid, he's being sucked away at...
Yo, Green Deuce, something bad is happening. In your bottom.
They could try to stun off the...
Another blast.
Cost finale.
Blitzy has his Blink Dagger up, so that last epicenter seemed really lackluster. With the Horsaff on the Enchantress, it's really easy for her to kind of disengage and move around these fights. Such a speed hero as Blitzy gets the disconnect. Probably traumatized, thinking, I failed. I missed my epicenter. What are we doing, team? How are we going to recover?
It's right back. We thought his life choices. He's ready to go again.
Yeah.
Look at his dire vision though, by the way. Look at these wards.
I know, I was trying to ping it, but then you flamed me because it goes to the other broadcasters.
You pinged out on the other side of the map, I'm pretty sure.
No, I picked it up here on the cliff.
Alright.
And I pinged this word up here because that vision is doing absolutely nothing for the Radiant because all the fighting is occurring in here.
Yeah.
Oh guys, their creeps have spawned and are moving by the tower top. Really good information. It's kind of one of those words where having vision like this can be beneficial if you're the team applying pressure and you don't know beforehand if you're going to be in that position. Usually versus the anti-mage, it makes sense that you want to apply that pressure before he gets big, before he gets that Manta Battle Fury timing, but unfortunately for the Radiant, they just were unable to kind of connect on a few key ganks, and now they're 15k behind and kind of facing elimination with their backs up against the ropes.
certainly not looking good. It's gonna look even worse when the Aegis is in the hands of Navi. Who do you want to give it to even?
I would probably put it on neutralize.
So a little bit more susceptible than Sniper, I guess. No Lincolns in the map. Except the items up though, so no Lincolns, yes, that reflect. Didn't even notice that build up.
Yeah, it's very nice for reflecting, whether it's the Crepify or the Lucent Beam. But throwing the Aegis on the anti-mage also means that they can kind of split their efforts here. Crystallize can be a big
and they get the fast off, global stance as well. They need to try and find a fight here, but Crystallize, he's fighting up his Pikachu, it does get the trade. It needs this Roger. So it's a bit of control factor down, but Snako is still looking for easy grab team approach. Need it, Crystallize is too strong. Double kill for him. Just like that.
Radiant's top tower.
This tower's not long for this one. Sticks is thinking to himself, okay, we've got to fight. We got to make this work. He doesn't have clips yet, though, so they can probably delay at least, spam out the waves 1 or 2 more times. How are they going to walk up?
Very busy. Runs it out. That's at the epicenter. Another blink in 10 seconds. And also the eclipse. At this point, I don't think it's going to do much. Crystallize, he doesn't take damage from Lucent Beams anymore anyway. Riker, not really either. So it's going to have to be down to Riker, but Nix isn't really there at that point. He has no items whatsoever. That is Crepify will keep him safe. The Doom coming out onto the backlines in general. Alright. Right, drop right. Epicenter being channeled up now. Comes in. But gets by Kevin. Like, alright. They're just tumbling inside their own base. Split coming through. Crystallize again. He doesn't even feel it. Ancient explodes. Navi with the victory here in game number 3. That's the type of game that we perhaps expected all the games to be, but game number 1 was only